Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Journey of Vision, where you will learn on this journey is so much easier with God. My name is Rosalind Streeter. I am a seer and prophet of God to the nations. So let's chat. All right, guys. So I am coming back to you with a wealth transfer prophetic dream that I had. This is related to a warning as well as instructions that God really needs you to know and apply. So here we go. The title is Ask, Seek, and Knock. So I want to take a quick moment to go over the dream with you that I had, and then we're going to dissect it from there. So get my notebook. All right, so with this dream, I was actually with my husband, and I remember we were just standing there and we were looking, and we saw someone and they were skiing. And so all of a sudden when they were skiing, I knew they had never did it before. So, they had on a gear, they had on everything, and they was attempting to start skiing. And in my spirit, I just knew they have never did it before. So then the skier, he came down a ramp. And it came, when he came down the ramp, like real fast, he went straight to the bottom, like just crashed. And when he crashed down on his head. And in my spirit, I heard, this is what happens to people who are not trained in the market. And I instantly, of course, thought about crypto and the trading market and so forth, right? All right, so God is saying my people will perish for the lack of knowledge. All right. So the reason why God is saying ask, seek, and knock is because a lot of times when you're far into something or something is not, you're not comfortable with something, a lot of times more people would actually move away from it than towards it. In my other video, the one that says don't miss God, God is actually talking to you. He's saying don't miss him with the wealth transfer. He's transferring all this wealth. He has a massive amount to transfer, and I encourage you to watch that video. And he gives you instructions so you will not miss him. But on top of that, what he is showing me within this dream is that there are some people who they're believing in the wealth transfer. They're moving towards the wealth transfer. They're dabbling in the crypto world, the trading and so forth. But they lack knowledge of what it really is. So when everything happens, when everything, the prophecy comes to pass, when the promise is provided, when the transfer is fully manifested, they will end up suffering. They're gonna, end with a terrible accident. Why? Because they lack knowledge. They didn't gain the understanding, the guidance, the right teaching to be able to apply everything they needed to do, so they are prepared and ready and have that understanding of how the trading market or crypto world works. Okay. So God, he took me to Matthew 7 and 8, 7 through 8 and 11. And that's the New King James Version. And so I want to read this to you. Keep asking, seeking, knocking. Verse 7, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. Verse 8, for everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it will be open. And then I went to 11, verse 11. If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? So our good Father is asking you to ask him, to seek him, to knock on those doors, and he's going to have those doors open for you. He's going to answer those questions for you. He wants you to seek him so that way you stay in line with his will when it comes to the wealth transfer. So as far as my notes, I said, don't crash. Don't lose out on what God has for you, on what is yours, all because you lack knowledge and understanding. Don't just sit there at this very moment on the wait while we're waiting for this full transfer to come to pass. Don't just wait, And also, do not jump out there and try to lean to your own understanding about this, because it is a lot, especially if you're foreign to it. You may not have all the answers, but God does. God will lead you, so don't miss God. Again, just referencing that video that he had me create for you. All right, and then you can also reference Luke 11:9-13. That's also in reference to asking, seeking, and knocking. And so I just encourage you to keep asking, keep seeking, keep knocking until you find the answers you need and you gain that understanding where you feel comfortable. Don't allow fear to keep you from this wealth transfer, because God does not give you the spirit of fear. So you should know where that is coming from, and you have the power and authority to walk right through that. So also I wanted to reference 2 Chronicles 1:7. God appeared to Solomon and said to him, ask. That word again, ask. What shall I give you? Solomon, the king, son of David, chose to ask for wisdom and knowledge. What a beautiful ask. He was a king. He could have asked for anything, and he chose to ask for wisdom and knowledge. Just think how powerful that is to have. This is why it's important to gain that knowledge and understanding on everything that you do, especially when you lack knowledge in that area. Don't try to do it by yourself. I also reference Hosea 4:6. That's the New King James Version. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge because you have rejected knowledge. I also will reject you from being priests for me because you have forgotten the law of God, of your God. I also will forget your children. So do you understand that this is very serious? That God is saying this is why some people, hopefully not many, will fall into the trap of not getting the wealth they deserve, not getting the reward, not getting the promise. Why? Because they're leaning to their own understanding and they're truly trying to do this on their own. But God is saying, he's just warning you. He's giving you instructions. You do not have to do it on your own. He's saying, hey, I'm here. This is I'm your father. Ask me and I will take care of you. I'm going to answer for you. And that could be through someone else. That could be through, the Holy Spirit, your angels. I mean, you just never know how he's going to answer. But he will answer and he will show up for you. He said he will not leave you and he will not forsake you. And he means that. So believe it. So seek him and knock on those doors. Just keep doing what you need to do. So that way you do not miss God in none of this. I do not want you to miss it. So I encourage you to read these scriptures. And if you lack knowledge related to crypto or the wealth transfer by faith, ask, seek, and knock. And God will reveal the things that are hidden to you. I am going to add another channel. It's Crypto Night. I believe it's, I forgot the number. I want to say 1906. I'm not sure. But God has definitely anointed him for this when it comes to like the crypto world, and gaining some understanding and knowledge about everything. And so I will, again, just add that information to the notes. So that way, if you want to go to his channel and he gives you even more so like a Bible study related to crypto and so forth and the wealth transfer. So you can dive in a little bit deeper if you kind of just need some knowledge or want to gain some more understanding with everything. So I got got you in all of that. And so remember to stay safe. Test all spirits by the Spirit. Remember to go to God with everything that I share with you. And that's all for now. And so I do love you guys. So remember, I'm so in love with love. God is love, and we love you. Bye.